My name is Gary. I'm 66 years old, and in January 2011, I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic prostate cancer. I started my journey after the diagnosis. It was quite hard to take because I had no symptoms, and it was a complete shock, and I found out by accident by being in hospital with pneumonia. When I found out, the team came round to talk to me, and they said there's lots of things open to me, like new medications, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, clinical trials. So it started off very positive, and that made me feel positive about it as well. I started off on hormone treatment, and my PSA over a few months went down from 255 down to 12. In October of that year, I started on infusion every 4 weeks to strengthen the bones and stop osteoporosis. So that was an important move. Then my PSA started rising again, and it crept up to 83. So I was only on hormone treatment. And that was when they offered me the Prevail trial. I looked up on the internet about the trial, and it was a drug that was known as MDV 3100. It had the first stage of tests in America, and then they were rolling out the stage 2 tests. So I discussed it with my family, and we decided it would be a good move. And so I signed up for the Prevail trial, and I started the trial on the 23rd of December. Being a 50-50 placebo versus drug, I didn't know whether I was going to be on the drug or not. Come the new year, after a couple of months, I started feeling better, and my PSA started going down again. I felt more energetic, and my consultant agreed with me when I said I thought I'm probably on the drug because of the difference. It actually was the one thing that I've done that changed my life, because I had a future. I felt better, which I was a bit worried about doing because of the prognosis, when they said it was up to 2 years, depending on if I got onto a good treatment. And the longer I was on the drug, the better I felt. It had side effects. I was clinically castrated by the drug because it cut off all the testosterone. But apart from that, I had a very, very good life. My wife and I have been married since we were 19. We got married in 1974, and we were solid as a rock. She is my rock all the way through this. Sometimes it's harder for her, I think, than for me, because she's watching what I'm going through. But after being on it for so long, we got really confident, and our life was completely normal. Then came my first grandchild in 2014, and closely followed by the second one 2 years later, and then the third one last year in lockdown. And they have made my life such a joy. So thankful for deciding to go on the clinical trial. I would recommend clinical trials because you've got the basic treatments, but clinical trials can make a big difference, because although they're not tested drugs, they're probably the drugs of the future. And you can get on the ladder early and be on these drugs. And instead of giving me about 3 years, it worked for 9 years. So it gave me 9 years of worry-free life. I had my ups and downs. I had sort of little phases of having to have a bit of radiotherapy here and there. It really did make a massive difference to my life. And I don't think if I hadn't gone on that clinical trial, I don't think I would have been here now. I relish every single minute I'm here. And if another clinical trial that would suit me came up tomorrow, I would definitely think about going on that one as well.